So what if I tell you that I created this with CorelDRAW? Maybe you're gonna doubt it. Well, this is glassmorphism, and it is a trend in graphic design now, recently. As a Corel graphic designer, I've always used it in some of my design, and it actually looks good. Well, this video, I'm going to teach you how to create that from the scratch. No Photoshop, no Canva, no AI, just CorelDRAW. So let's get into it right away. So we'll be using this background for the effect. So this is the area we want to apply the morphism effect. So first thing we have to do is to draw the shape we'll be using for the effect. So we'll draw a rectangle to cover the area we want to use for the effect. So we want to make use of this place for the actual effect. So we're going to color it white. So we color the shape white and then remove the outline. So we're going to add some aesthetics to it by rounding the corners a little bit, round the corners a little bit, and then we're going to duplicate it and keep aside. So we're going to use this duplicate later on. So we select the main shape and then go to transparency. So we select transparency and increase the transparency until we'll be able to see the image behind it, not that much. This is okay. So we're going to duplicate this object right here and keep it aside and power clip it right inside the shape. So we power clip it right inside this place and then we edit the power clip. So now we're going to adjust these objects to make sure it aligns with the one on the background. So we keep adjusting it until it aligns with that of the one we have in the background. So we go to bitmap and then we go to blur and then select Gaussian blur. So let's remove this so you can see it very well. So we're going to adjust the radius so that we can actually have our blur and also be able to identify the object. So not much. So I think 7 will be okay. So we use 7 and click OK. So we finish our editing and look at what we have. That's not that perfect, so we are not yet done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut out this part of the object that is showing. Using the shape tool, we're going to crop out the part of the object that is showing on the glass. So we crop it out this way, and now look at how it looks now. So we're not done yet. We are going to move over to shadow. Although this shadow is not compulsory, we have another method that we can use to achieve this, but for this one we're going to use the shadow. So we use the shadow and apply it here. So this one we're going to use it and remove the color the outline white. So we're going to use it to get the reflective edges of the glass. So we're going to use the transparency tool to blend some part of it, so we get something that looks like a light. So we're going to duplicate it and place it on the corners of the glass. So we duplicate it and place on the corners of the glass. So we have something like this. So look at what we have now. So we can now type on it and add to our design. and that is it. So this is another one over here. We're going to add the glass effects on this background over here. So we're going to draw the shape to cover the area we want to use for the glass effect, and then we color it white. So we remove the outline and then duplicate it. So we're going to use the duplicate later on like the other one. So we select the main object and go to transparency tool and adjust it to get something transparent enough like a frosted glass. So I think this is okay. Okay, let's use this. So we're going to move over to select this background, duplicate it, and then power clip it right inside the shape. So we power clip it inside the shape and then we edit the content. We adjust it to make sure it aligns with that of the one in the background, and then we move over to bitmap and then select blur and then Gaussian blur. So we're going to adjust it. It's pretty too much, so we're going to adjust it so we'll be able to identify the object even though it is blur. So we're going to select, I think 20 is okay, so we select 20 and we click OK. So we're going to finish the editing right now. So look at what we have over here, and it's not yet done. So we're going to make a duplicate of this white one we duplicated before and place it over the one we did before. So we place it on top of it and increase the transparency. So as we increase the transparency, we'll look at it closely to make sure it is not that much, so it looks like almost a frosted glass. So that's the glass morphism, and we're not yet done. I think 60 will be okay. We select 60. Okay, let's look at what we have before and look at what we have now. So there's much different. So now, because we are not using a shadow, we are going to work on the edge to have a solid edge like a glass. So we're going to adjust the edges on this one. So this is the method we'll be using instead of using the shadow this time. So we're going to adjust the edges to get a solid edge. So we remove the color of this one and add the outline white and use it for the reflective edges. So we're going to place it over here, duplicate it also and place over here. So we can now type on it and use it for our design. So look at what we got. So this is the last one we'll be doing over here, and it's a car. We want to add a glassmorphism effect over here, and so we're going to make it a little bit faster this time around. It's still the same method, so we're just going to apply it. We're not going to use shadow for this one. We're going to use the method we use on the second one. So we're going to fast forward it right now. Making sure that it aligns with the one on the background. So the blur effects is what we're adding right now. Okay. So make a duplicate and then overlay it with another transparent. So we have something like a frosted glass. Adjusting the edges because we are not using shadow, so we adjust the edges to get a solid edge. we now remove the color of this one and color the outline white for the reflective edges. So we can now type on it and use it for our design. So look at what we got now, and it actually looks good. So that's how to do it. Maybe if you didn't understand it, you can go over to the video and watch it again. Thank you for watching. See you next time.